Good morning. It's great to be here in Ankara for NATO summit, and I think it's going to be very important that we reaffirm our commitment to 5%. Latvia is spending already 5%, and I will call on all my colleagues to do the same. But it's not only about money, it's also about capabilities, and I very much believe that those capabilities that we are lacking need to be fulfilled. And finally, I think it's important that we continue support for Ukraine. If Ukraine wins, we are all safer. If Ukraine has issues, the whole NATO, and especially my region, the Baltic region, is not so safe. So I do hope that despite all the differences that we have, we will agree on many things and we will pass all the disagreements for the past.
In a more aggressive imminent threat from Russia towards your country at the moment, sir?
Frankly, I think that we do not expect any military attack like we saw it in Ukraine. What I should remind that we are actually under the permanent hybrid attack. And also what we need to remind to the world that it is very important that we address the shortfalls that we have. Air defense systems, anti-drone systems, but when it comes to the hybrid warfare, we need to be prepared. At the same time, what I'm noticing is also that Russia loves that we are scared. So what is important, that when we speak about any kind of threats against the eastern flank, we also need to say that NATO is going to stand behind. That if we say that there is going to be an attack, then we also need to say that we will fight. Latvia is going to fight, our neighbors are going to fight, but also the whole NATO is going to fight. Thank you.
Trump is still being rude about his European allies, talking about Greenland, saying he might pull US troops out of Europe, even after allies have stepped up over the past 12 months.
I think that we have discussions and disagreements on some things. But what is important, number one, that President Trump is here. Number two, that we have been able to agree on 5%, as I said, and we are spending. It is also very important that we discuss issues both in public but also in private. From our perspective, I would say that we see that we need to step up European effort, but it takes time. So the United States is indispensable ally. We need United States, but also United States need Europe. And I think that even when we discuss Iran or any other issues, we have seen that United States needed Europe, and also Europe needs the United States to secure eastern flank to help Ukraine. When it comes to Greenland, our position is very, very clear. And we see that Greenland is indispensable part of Denmark, but also we agree that we need to step up also the Arctic security, and that is something that NATO is prepared to do. And I would very much back also both the security of Arctic, but also Latvia is ready to contribute to the stabilization of Hormuz Straits, and we are working with the United States and with like-minded nations there. So you can find deals, and sometimes rhetoric helps to move faster than probably we would do that under different circumstances.
Says that West NATO is not doing enough to support him in the air war. What more can NATO do?
It's a very easy answer, but probably it's very difficult to fulfill. We simply need to send more air defense missiles and equipment. And I think that Ukraine is doing great when it comes to air defense against drones, electronic warfare. But what we see, Russia still has advantage when it comes to ballistic and cruise missiles. And that is where the decision that I hope we will be endorsing later today about the next financial package for Ukraine will address that issue. But I think that answer is very easy. We should send more. The implementation is not so easy, and that's why this summit is very important, that it is very much focused also on industrial side, because we have money, but you can't fight with money. You have to invest in missiles, in equipment, and here I do hope we will be able to agree. Thank you. Thank you very much.